Hi everyone, I hope you're well. I'm going to be away this Shabbat, so I'll miss you. So here are a couple of thoughts about the Parsha, Vayakhel. We're getting very close to the end of the book of Shemot, Sefer Shemot, the book of Exodus. It's a book with a huge trajectory because at the beginning we are slaves, we're avadim, and at the end we're free. Although, as someone once asked me many years ago, well, Rabbi, what's the difference between the beginning and the end of the book? In the sense that in the beginning we have a master, Pharaoh, and at the end we have a master, God. So how has our life really changed? It's a good question, fair question. So here's an answer I want you to think about. First of all, even think about the words avadim. We'll sing that in Avadim Hayinu at the Seder. Slaves. That's one kind of work that we associate with Paro, work that is about power. It's about exploitation. It's about a boss telling a slave, a laborer, I control you. Meaningless work done to humiliate. That's what Paro does. And Paro does that out of an inflated sense of self. You know, the French kings were famous for saying, L'état c'est moi, I'm the state. That's what every tyrant, every oppressor thinks. The more they oppress people, the more it puffs up their sense of who they are. God, on the other hand, is not an oppressor. He gives laws. But notice that in the central activity, the actual work that takes place in the book of Exodus, which is the building of the Mishkan, the big building of the tabernacle, at the end of that work, what comes? Shabbat. You should have a complete rest, a Shabbaton. Work is meant to be dignified. It's meant to uplift. People need to work. People need to be creative and productive. They need to work for themselves. They need to work for others. That's a good thing. So part of the answer to that congregant was different kinds of bosses, different kinds of work. God did work at the beginning of the world. He made the world for us. And in effect, we're making the Mishkan for him. That's the partnership that's going on here. And I think that's really the narrative arc of the book of Exodus, which is the idea of freedom is not going to be the absence of work. Freedom is going to be the uplifting of work, a more ennobled work, a more dignified work. And that's important because, of course, we spend much of our lives, if not most of our lives, working. So it's something to think about as we enjoy Shabbat, which is that freedom is not the absence of any restraint. It's having the right kinds of restraints, the right kind of dignified rest, as well as labor, as well as community. So I wish you all a Shabbat Shalom.